Hey crafty friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a little mini tutorial. It's a real simple little album using one of Erica's newest release for February. You guys can find it on ScrapDivaDesigns.com, and I do have a code MWalker10 for 10% off. Now this one is the gift box. And for this one, I ended up just using the box itself. As you can see here, it is super cute. And I didn't share what I made with it because I wanted to share this tutorial. And I love the way this turned out, you guys. Okay, so you're going to need just the box part for this one. Anyways, the cover can be whatever you want. And all I did was create a super cute little accordion, oh my goodness, album, and added photos of me and my husband for Valentine's Day. I like to make little mini albums for Valentine's Day. I've got a few going on. I have a big one album that I turned into a scrapbook, and then I just do random little ones with our pictures, all our selfies and stuff. So I thought it'd be cute to do that. So I want to show you guys how I made it. So first is putting together the little box. I think it's like a pizza box, honestly. So I already glued my pattern paper. What I like about this, it has a T and it's going to be your top, and you'll end up seeing it here. It's right in there, the little T. Okay, so you're basically going to glue your little ends here, and then you just kind of bring it down and it holds it together really well. And then you bring this part here with this part here. Oops, I didn't fold. And that's how you're going to create your box. And it'll sit nicely. Now the little pattern piece, I did leave it on the back, but I'm going to cut out another one and put on the top when I get to the point that I'm going to decorate. And so you just make sure that you're folding all your lines here so that you have a good, nice box. I didn't do that, you guys, so I'm going to do a little. Now we have our boxes put together. I did struggle a little bit with this one where this kept popping out, but I think it's just me. Okay, and then where's the T one at? Okay, this one is your top, and you're going to just glue it here and have it come down like this. Because I don't think it fits the other way. So it fits nicely. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glue here. There we go. And that one sticks fairly quickly. And I do, the outside has to be the top so that when it comes down, this faces the bottom and the bottom one isn't sticking up here, because then you'll have that edge there and it won't look as nice and clean. Okay. So now that we have our box put together, the other thing you'll want to do, which I did not do because I wasn't paying attention, is you're going to want to cut out pieces for the inside. Now for the inside, the top one, I did use the same piece for the inner layer there. I did use it for the top. And then for the back here, I just cut a square in the size that I needed, because I didn't want to use this in here because it was going to be covered anyways by most of the album. So I cut the piece down for you guys. It is 3 1/4 across and almost 4 inches, just shy a little bit of 4 inches. So you're just going to trim down whatever, like a quarter, like 1/8 to, you know, give you that extra space in there. And then you just glue it down. And then I did went ahead and cut out this one to stick on the top here, because I'm going to go with this paper in here. Now, for my accordion album, I cut my paper to a strip of 3 5/8 by 12, which is this one here. And you're going to be left with this little, what is it, 1/2 inch, I think, a little bit more than 1/2 inch, almost 3/4. And what you're gonna do is you're going to, when you glue it down in here, it's going to end up like this. And so you're going to take another strip, your second strip, and you're going to cut it down again by 3 5/8 by 11 on this one, because what you're going to do is you're going to create an extra piece back here to cover the white of the paper. Unless you have double-sided paper, then you might not need to do the second part because you'll be covered. So that's what I did. For mine though, I wanted to break up the paper because I was using scraps, and so I ended up using stripes all the way through until I got to about here, and then I used this like sprinkle paper, and then on the back side I used what was left of this heart paper and created this piece, and then I had some more sprinkles, so that's why I did it like that. But when you measure it down, that's what it is. And I'll put the measurements in the description box. So all you gotta do is glue. Now I am gonna say that when you glue paper together, you are left with a little bit of some resistance there. So you can see it kind of gets a little weird and you have that left there. So if you don't want that, then I suggest you cut down each individual piece. So you would glue it down, and then you would get another piece of paper and measure the square and just cut it here and glue it down. And then again here, glue it down after you cut the exact measurement. And then the same here, you would take this part here and glue it to your strip of your piece of paper. And then that way it's nice and clean and it's not stretching out. But this is for me and I'm okay with that. That's basically all I did. So I'm gonna glue this down real quick so you guys can see what I'm doing. All right, let's get this mess out of here. So let me make sure I have this. Nope, it's like this. I cut it wrong. See, the hearts are going this way. Oh, pay attention, guys. Pay attention, because I never do. Oops, I did not put my cap on my glue right. So now I have glue leaked out all over. No bueno, guys. Ooh. Okay. See my mistakes. I'm rushing. Okay. So I'm just going to glue this down to where it's a nice spot in the middle. And most of this is going to get covered up by your book anyways. Now you can also make the album go from out like this if you want, you know, because I think it fits nicely like that too if you want. So it'll come out like this. So it's up to you how you want it to come out. I'm just doing it from this side just because that's what I'm... Yeesh, this is leaking. I think I put too much glue in here. Okay. Make sure it stays down. Okay. Okay. And this one fits nicely in there. Just a little bit of wiggle room. And you can also decorate this if you want. I kept mine flat just because my album sticks out. That's the only thing I am going to say, is that your album will stick out. Okay, so now this one here, I'm going to glue it down. Now you can glue it down and then add. What I did though is I created my album. I embellished and did everything, and then I went down and glued it down. So I'm going to make my pages here that way. Now this one I'm just going to make a cute little album out of it, but I'm not going to add any pictures. So I'm just going to leave spaces for pictures. And I hope that this works out. You're just going to find your crease. There we go. Just make sure that I'm in the crease part. Hey now. There you go. Okay. And if it's a little over, you'll just trim it. Like this one's a little bit over, so I'm going to trim it there. Just be careful not to cut the folded line, or else you'll cut your whole book. Okay. Now I'm going to just add glue here like this and like this. And over here, I'm just going to add an extra piece of paper to cover that up. So it doesn't have to be super perfect. Just add your glue here. There we go. And it has a little bit of an extra space there, as you can see. Kind of like how mine has this extra little space here, so you can see. This one does too. You just can't see it because the paper is all the same. And basically, I'm going to glue it down so you guys can see. I'm just going to add a whole dollop here. You want to make sure that you get the edges so it kind of slowly leaks to the right at the corners. Okay, and then you just kind of eyeball to see where your center's at. Oop, that's not helping, huh? There we go, right there. And you can see I folded this a little bit off, but it's okay, it's gonna work. Okay. And then I just open it up and make sure I press down, because this one was kind of lifting over here because when I was pulling. So you just want to make sure that you're holding it down. I just tore it. Oh, no! I made a mistake, you guys. Oh my god. Okay. It's okay. I will fix that. I could even put washi tape around, but I think what I'm going to do is add some ribbon. Let me see what I have. Voila, guys. Look at this. I was playing with this earlier. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my ribbon just to fix it. You don't have to do that, but you can if you want to add some extra. So I'm going to do that to fix my broken part there. Oh my god, I can't believe I did that. Now you guys can see my little mistakes. I just don't want to start over. But you guys get what I'm saying with my album. Okay. I'm just going to add a little bit of glue there to kind of hold it while I get my hot glue gun going. I could even use this glue. This glue actually works really good with the ribbon. It doesn't. Okay. Just going to hold it there for a minute. Stay. Okay. And now all that's left to do is embellish. So I will come back at the end of this video and I'll show you guys how I embellished it. So the albums are done, and while I was editing my videos, I had to come back and do it over because I realized that I not tell you guys where to score the lines for the album. Ugh, I swear, I get so ahead of myself in the steps that I do not explain correctly. Hence my horrible tutorial. Okay, so for the first strip, which is going to be this one here going this way, it is the measurement I said was 3 5/8 by 12 inches. And you're going to score at 3 3/4 here. Then this one will be 7 1/2. And then this one will be 11 1/4. And then you're left with that extra little piece here. Now I went and covered it with an extra piece here, as you can see, and just kind of folded it over. That's all I did. But the back piece is your second strip, and I did show you how to glue it. And so for this size measurement for the strip is 3 5/8 by 11. And your first score line here will be 3 1/2, and then here will be 7 1/4. And you don't have to do that. You could also cut your paper down here and then just glue it down like I said. So it won't be this like tight little like edging that I showed that you get because of it, the paper, the way the stiffness of it. And then also the thing I forgot to tell you was the measurement that I used for the layer piece inside. You can't really see it. Like I said, it gets covered mostly by the album, but it's back there. It looks like a little matted. That size was 3 3/4. I said 3 1/4, but it's actually 3 3/4 and then by 4. So I put those measurements in the description box, and I am so sorry, you guys. I am not the best at tutorials. I just like to show what I did, right? So as you can see here, I did end up adding the ribbon, and I actually like it because it holds the box nicely. As you can see, it lays so well. And that's it, you guys. I just added some embellishments on this side, enough to leave your photo. I did use Erica's Place Photo Here stamp. It's available. I'll put it in the description box, the link. And then on this side, I left it. I need to find some more pieces to add, but this is it. Here, I just ended up deciding I was going to do a little bit of a just embellishment piece, but I kind of thought it would stick out too much and not close well. So I ended up just putting a little card here, and I might go back later and stamp one of the smaller size stamps. I just kind of wanted it all to match. And I think this might be too wide to go across here. So I might just leave it blank like that. But this is it, you guys. I hope you liked it. And I'm sorry about my little tutorial. Definitely head over to ScrapDivaDesigns.com to pick up this die set, and don't forget to use my discount code MWalker10. Definitely check out #ScrapDivaDesigns for ideas and inspiration. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.